Green light goes up, off and racing. Silent Tanya down on the inside, away okay. Ahead like Greg might head it off early. Out wider on the track, many a Rose and lots of trick easing for the sit. As they settle down into stride, Silent Tanya retains the inside, being taken on by a head like Greg on the outside, who draws 2 metres in front. So it's a head like Greg, 2 metres in front of Silent Tanya retaining the inside. Trapped out a little wide in the early stages, many a Rose, lots of tricks the centre. Back on the inside, Kinky Raider behind the leader. They're followed by him behind them as they settle down with Satara. Over on the outside in the running line now, lots of tricks. Then came back on the outside was Seaflow as they go past the judge with 2 to go. Back second last, JD Spiros and Just Con last of all. Heading into the back straight now, lapping 3/4 out, and ahead like Greg has taken over. Strides clear by 5 metres. Silent Tanya is second. Cutting the breeze over on the outside now came Many a Rose. Back on the inside was Kinky Raider. The next pair back and lots of tricks over on the outside of Satara. Then 5 metres away in the running line, Seaflow. Back in second last placing JD Spiros, and Just Con is last of all. Along the back straight they stride, around a lap and a half or a little less to run now. Ahead like Greg the pilot, by 5 metres over Silent Tanya second. Many a Rose the outside cutting the breeze. One by one, lots of tricks. Back on the inside, Kinky Raider. The next pair back are Seaflow covering up Satara. Back to second last, JD Spiros, and last of all, Just Con. They hear the bell down past the judge with a little over 800 metres to go. And ahead like Greg in the first here at Fairfield is a couple of metres in front. Many a Rose has now worked around the outside to sit outside the leader in second placing. Third on the inside came Silent Tanya. Now the run's coming from the rear. Just Con goes 3 wide. Back in the centre, lots of tricks. Trapped away now, 3 back. The inside came Kinky Raider. Commencing a run out wider came the favourite JD Spiros running on. In behind them then came Seaflow. And back at the rear now Satara. Along the back they go the final time. Ahead like Greg, a metre or so in front. In second placing Many a Rose. Just Con joining in 3 wide. Silent Tanya looking for the way clear. Between horses lots of tricks. Then came JD Spiros out 3 wide running on. In behind them then Seaflow. And back towards the rear Kinky Raider along with Satara. They swing the home turn. Ahead like Greg straightens up a metre in front. Many a Rose trying hard from Just Con. Lots of tricks wider out. Ahead like Greg still just in front. Just Con out 3 wide. Many a Rose in the centre. Wider out, lots of tricks, and wider still JD Spiros, but near the line, kicking on well ahead like Greg. It's got there ahead like Greg. Close the minors. Many a Rose are out very wide, lots of tricks. Just Con back between them. In behind them then, wider out came JD Spiros. Kinky Raider, Seaflow. In behind them, Silent Tanya knocked up, and last of all, Satara. Good keen go in the first here at Fairfield. They're off and racing. Mistress Sarah begun as well as anything over on the inside. Showing some pace shortly after the start was JD Miller, and skipping back through the field for a few strides was JD Pleasure. Sorting themselves out, Mistress Sarah leads, taking it on You're an Angel on the outside as they come into the straight on the first occasion. Racing up to third behind the leader, Tricky Nicky, after a nice beginning. Now galloping out wide, JD Miller as they work into the straight. Myola Miss settles in the 1 by 1. Back along the inside, Champagne Gold, followed by the other lady. Back to second last, Camegra. Oh, in fact, third last, Camegra. Second last is JD Miller, and tailed off last of all was JD Pleasure. Past the judge with 2 laps to go. Mistress Sarah, the pilot, by 3 metres in front. In second placing the leaders back came Tricky Nicky. Out cutting the breeze is You're an Angel as they head to the back. 3 back along the inside, Champagne Gold is being covered up by over on the outside, Myola Miss. The next pair back, Camegra. On the inside of the other lady, about 15 metres away then came JD Miller, and 40 metres away last of all JD Pleasure. Along the back, they're back to where they started from. With a lap and a half to go, Mistress Sarah the pilot by 2 metres in front, moving a little closer now. You're an Angel on the outside in second placing. Third behind the leader, Tricky Nicky. In the 1 by 1, Myola Miss. Then back along the inside came Champagne Gold. It's outside, a metre away came the other lady. The next pair back, Camegra on the inside there of tacking on now JD Miller. And tailed off last of all is JD Pleasure. Into the straight, they'll face the bell this time. Mistress Sarah, a metre in front. You're an Angel on the outside second. Behind the leader, Tricky Nicky. In the 1 by 1, Myola Miss. Tracking it up in turn on the outside, the other lady, back along the inside. 3 back the inside, Champagne Gold. It's back Camegra, the outside JD Miller, and back at the rear, tailed off, is JD Pleasure. Short of a lap to go, they stride into the back. Mistress Sarah still a couple of metres in front. You're an Angel on the outside second. Tricky Nicky looking for the way clear. 1 by 1 at the moment, Myola Miss has had a good run. In behind them came Champagne Gold, the inside of the other lady. The next pair back, Camegra, JD Miller, tailed off last of all, JD Pleasure. Onto the top circle they swing, 400 metres out. Mistress Sarah, still 3 metres in front, trying hard. You're an Angel, and now unleashing 3 wide. JD Miller running on, Myola Miss rather, running on strongly. In behind them then, at the leader's back came Tricky Nicky as they swing the home turn, and the other lady at the head of the rest. Into the straight they swing. Mistress Sarah, narrow leader. In the centre, You're an Angel, and down the outside, Myola Miss, and wider still comes Tricky Nicky in the run home. Mistress Sarah getting plenty out of it. Tricky Nicky lunging on the outside, but Mistress Sarah just gets there. Tricky Nicky second. Camegra got up along the inside for third. Wider out then came Myola Miss, who died on her run. The other lady back in behind them with You're an Angel. At the head of the rest, JD Miller, Champagne Gold, and last of all the way was JD Pleasure after an early mistake. Weight out placing. Green light goes up, off and racing this time. Towards the centre there, showing some pace, the favourite Ambrose will lead clearly on settling down. Moving around the outside, Skimming Stone. Back in the centre, the Millionaire in the early stages, and Nitro Khan settles back behind the leader. Off the back straight the first time. Ambrose, couple of metres in front. Second, Skimming Stone the outside. Behind the leader is Nitro Khan. In the 1 by 1, the Millionaire early. Up along the inside, Silent Buy as they work into the straight with just over 2 to go. Sweet Bird of Prey in the running line. Then came Arthur Mitch, followed by back to second last, Sam left Seattle. Super Spring last of all. Past the judge with 2 to go. Ambrose the leader. Not happy with the slow pace. Sweet Bird of Prey strides up to the leader's wheel in second placing now. Then came Nitro Khan on the inside. This gives the 1 by 1 sit 2 over on the outside there. Skimming Stone as they work into the back. Then back 3 on the back on the inside came Silent Buy. They're followed by over on the outside, commencing a run from the rear now was Super Spring. Back in the centre as they work along the back now, the Millionaire shoved back to third last. Second last Arthur Mitch, and now last of all is Sam left Seattle. Race of changes. Ambrose still the leader. Moving around the outside now into second placing came Super Spring within 3 metres of the leader. Nitro Khan is third. Then over on the outside as they work off the back was Skimming Stone. It's covering up back along the inside, Silent Buy. The next pair back are as they swing into the straight, Sweet Bird of Prey. Then came on the inside Arthur Mitch. Back second last now, the Millionaire hooking out 3 wide. And on his back is Sam left Seattle. Down past the judge, a lap to go. The bell sounding, Ambrose the leader. Over in the centre now, Super Spring, and making a line of 3, the Millionaire with a lap to go. In behind them came Sam left Seattle out in that 3 wide running line. Sweet Bird of Prey back in the centre. Locked away back along the inside then came Silent Buy as they worked to the back on the final occasion. Shoved back to second last Skimming Stone, and now back at the rear is Arthur Mitch. Along the back they go the final time. Ambrose a metre in front. The centre is Super Spring, and out wider still on the track as they work along the back was the Millionaire. Then came back between runners looking for the way clear, Sweet Bird of Prey. Locked away back on the inside, then came Nitro Khan. At the head of the rest, then came Silent Buy, and commencing a run out wide, Sam left Seattle. Back second last now, Skimming Stone, and Arthur Mitch back at the rear. A well-bunched field as they round the home turn, and Ambrose the leader, a metre in front. Super Spring second. Out wider, the Millionaire running on. Nitro Khan looking for the way clear, and wider still, Sam left Seattle. Ambrose might be just in front. The Millionaire is trying hard near the line. Ambrose is pulling out plenty. Ambrose favourite gets home by 2 metres. Nitro Khan got up on the inside for second. Third, the Millionaire. Sweet Bird of Prey next in, followed by Silent Buy. In behind them then to pull up was Super Spring. Wider out, Skimming Stone. Back towards the rear, Sam left Seattle. And last of all, Arthur Mitch.